It's a rainy Tuesday morning in Florida. So why not do a gray, cloudy day? And why not put a ship in there? A fishing ship. Yeah. That's not your Princess Cruise Line. You know that ship. You always wanted to go out on one of those, right? You know you want to do that. Do you? I bet it smells on that ship. I bet it smells like fish. I bet it smells like salt. I bet it smells like the ocean. I bet it smells like sweat. I bet it's an adventure just to go fishing. At least it would be for us, the rest of us, the ones that don't go out on the ship all the time. For those men and women who go out on the ships that catch us, our tuna fish. I love tuna fish. Somebody's got to catch it. Probably the people on that boat. Or maybe they're catching shrimp. Robin likes shrimp. I don't like shrimp. What? You said what? You don't like shrimp? All right. Anyway, let me show you how I painted that boat. I don't know. See, I know so little about boats. I don't know whether to call it a boat or a ship. What is it? It's a pretty picture. That's what it is. Pretty picture of a boat. And it looks like it's in some water that just might be Caribbean or South Florida or something. I don't know, it's got that turquoise color to it. And that, my friends, is a happy accident. Thank you, Bob Ross, for that expression. I absolutely did not put that color in there on purpose. I must have hit it accidentally in the tray. It came out all right. All right, let me show you how I did that one right now. Sounds like it wants to rain outside. All right, let's start with a sketch. Get a little end of the boat here. Try to get it all the way out to the distance of very long, not very long, not a ship like you might take a cruise on. Just a big boat. Big fishing boat, bigger than any boat I've ever been on. Of course, I haven't been on very many boats. I've been on canoes, and I've been on ferry boats. I've been on the Staten Island ferry. Does that count? Yeah. Ships are romantic. There's something romantic about ships. Not sure what it is, but they are. Everybody loves ships. And it looks like this little fencing here goes up a little bit higher as you get around the edge here. Just like that. And on this side here, there's some design or... The thing about painting or drawing is you actually don't need to know what you're drawing. You just need to be able to see what it is. You know, if it's light or dark. You know? It's kind of the fun of being an artist. Alright, let's put this tall thing in here. This tall thing, see, I don't know what this is. It's just a tall thing. Goes like that. And it has some things on there. And there's some pieces here that go up. And it looks like there's some attachments up here. Probably some kind of communication device, or maybe lights. There's some of those there. And then there's this big area that looks like where the captain goes, and where the living quarters are, or whatever is in the ship, where you go. A place where you can go. That looks like the front right there. That goes to the back. Almost reaches the whole back. And then over here, everything over here has, see, there's like an edge there. Yeah, this is one of those assignments that you have to figure out where everything goes first with a sketch. Otherwise, you might get it wrong. And you want to get this kind of thing right. You know, this is almost akin to a portrait. You almost have to get it right, especially for the ship owner. If you're doing this as a boat for the ship owner, or the ship, or the person who worked on this ship, maybe. And then over here, there's some things on the edge here. There's a lot of straight lines and angled lines. I won't pretend I know what they are. And then there's something up here. Looks like that's something with more lines, just lots of lines. There's something up here. Comes down. Got lots of cross things, and a lot of vertical lines. Just a lot of vertical lines on a ship. And maybe the most important thing on the ship. Whoa, do you hear that thunder? Maybe the most important thing on a ship is the water underneath it. Right? That's the most important thing, right? Alright, we think we got that. What I want to do is I want to put this ship in water that's just barely see some mountains behind it. So put a little bit of a background there. Some hazy stuff back there. Basically it's just a landscape with a ship in it. And then there's, of course, the reflection of the ship. Well, let's see if we can pull this one off. Let's see if we can do it. I hope so. And I do hear thunder outside, so I hope it doesn't bring lightning real close, because I'll have to turn everything off. Maybe it adds to the ambiance of the painting. Just to make sure we keep things light. There we go, we can paint over that mountain there. Actually, we can probably do the water too. A little bit anyway. Just do everything but the ship. Oh, do you hear that thunder? Yeah, it is a storm coming our way. Alright, all I really want to do here, basically, is just get the sky gray, almost the way it sounds outside right now. So I'm not really trying to create a beautiful blue sky. I want to create just a gray, sky. A good day to go fishing, I guess. I don't know. Just tapping it in there. Let all that water just take it away. Yeah. Let that do its thing. I'll put those mountains in there after a while. There, there's that sky. How about that? That was pretty easy. Just put that there. Of course, the sky is visible through everything. Here we go. Got all the sky all there. And that's it. That's the whole sky. Well, I'm not sure what to do. I guess now what to do is to start the ship, making sure that I have the light areas that I marked off, keeping them light. So I have to wait for the water that I put down to dry. So let me get everything else but that area. There's that area right there. And then down here, very close to the edge. Okay, we'll get back to that. Now we can take some blues and some blue greens. Yeah, that looks good. We'll start to do the water. Boy, it's thundering out there. I don't know if you can hear it. Of course, it'll be darker over here. Get these mountains in there. There we go. So how you guys doing? I have a poem today, believe it or not. I'm sorry I wasn't talking. I have a poem It's from John Masefield, and I feel like I did this poem once before. I feel like I had this one. It's called Sea Fever. I'm pretty sure I had this one before. It reminds me of the Bee Gees song Night Fever. So in my head I'm hearing sea fever, sea fever. I might have even made the same joke last time. Gosh, I'm repeating myself. Must be getting old. That's what old people do, right? They repeat themselves. Alright, see, I'm really being careful because that area is still wet up there. I really can't do a whole lot until it dries. It's a motorcycle. You can identify some things just by the sound. Motorcycle is one of them. Mm-hmm. It's almost dry. It's almost ready to be detailed. I guess that's what we call it. Detailing the painting. Get a little bit of reflectiveness to it. And of course it's reflecting in the water as well. Okay, add a little more color to some of this water here. There we go. Make those mountains a little bit more visible. Okay. Okay, let's make the water a little choppier. Can you hear this thunder outside? Alright, let's take that very skinny brush. It comes in handy. It's got a little bend to it. Wait, that's not it. That's a skinny brush, but I have one that I like better because it has a crazy little bend in it. Like I might have damaged it at one time. Can you see that little bend? But that works so nicely sometimes. Alright, let's get some of these details into this boat here. I think it will look nice. So on the boat here, it's got like a design, I guess, on the boat itself. On the cabin, you call it the cabin part of the boat. It's got kind of a triangle there. I don't know what that is. And then all of these up here, all these windows. Up in that living area, or that navigating area, or that steering area, I am expressing all of my ignorance when it comes to boats, because I don't know anything about boats. If I tell you I don't know anything about boats, how much of that is true? Maybe I know hardly anything about boats. I definitely don't know much. What do I know? Well, I know they float. I know that they're used for fishing and for traveling. I know that they can be made really big. Those cruise boats, they look like hotels on barges. I don't know. They look too big to me. They look like dangerously big. But people go on them all the time. People always tell me, you gotta go on a cruise, Larry. You gotta go on a cruise. You will love it. Maybe I will. I think maybe the most fun part about a cruise would be the destinations, though, right? Not the cruise itself, because the cruise is like you're in a big hotel the whole time, which is okay, I guess. It's not a bad thing. Got a swimming pool, right? They almost all have swimming pools. Some of them have themes. Again, I don't know much about boats, but some of them have themes. Like when Robert and I did the radio show, one of the publicists who would book guests through us was he loved, what do you call it, bebop music or something? He loved rock and roll music. He loved old music. Is that the best way to say that? And he would go on these cruises where that was the theme of the cruise, was the oldies groups. They would be on the boats, you know, still tapping into the fame that they once had. And of course the people who are fans, they're excited to see them because, well, they're famous, right? So, and then I guess other themes are, like Disney has their themes. I don't know what they do. And then there's the karaoke cruises. Have you ever heard of those? Where everybody sings? Jeez, I don't know about that one. That sounds like fun, I guess. I wonder what it's like to work on a boat. I don't mean a fishing boat, I mean a cruise. Like, what are those guys? What's their life like? Always waiting on people all the time. Well, I guess that's the truth in any hospitality business. I had a short stint when I was a young guy working as a dishwasher at a hotel. Yep, I did. I worked as a dishwasher at a Holiday Inn. That was something else. I got to meet a lot of people. A lot of people stay in hotels. And in the lounge or the bar, oh my gosh, that's a whole world of its own. The whole world of its own. This thing up here's got a little bit of a brown color to it, so let me see if I can do that. It's got some texture to it too, so I don't know what it is. And then, you know, the front of this boat has, let's see, this thing right here, well, first of all, there's a vertical line here, some kind of a mast or something. I don't know what it is. And then it has another one right over here. And some things over here. A lot of cross bows or cross whatever. Probably antennas. Some kind of communication device. Navigation, communication. I'm just letting you know how ignorant I am when it comes to boats. I am not trying to brag about my knowledge about boats. Want to hear the poem? I don't know if I can do the poem while I'm doing the painting. I usually do the poem when when the wet area is drying. There's just a lot of lines on here. Some of them are barely visible. Okay, we're getting there. Over here is an edge to this roof here. Lots of little things on this boat. Alright, let's get this thing over here. This is a conical shaped thing. I must go down. Oh, here's the poem. I'm going to try to read it and paint at the same time. I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by, and the wheels kick and the wind's song, and the white sails shaking, and a gray mist on the sea's face, and a gray dawn breaking. That's the first verse. I'll just do the first verse. I feel like I read that one once before. There's only 3 verses to this poem. So I'm not sure what I'm painting here. I don't know. I'm gonna guess it seems like everything on this boat is all about navigation and all about communication, you know. I don't know how much of this is regarding the propulsion. Obviously there's no sails on this ship. There's no sails. But there's lots of lines. Lots of lines, lots of little ropes or whatever. Just all over the place. This little brush is so handy when it comes to these little detailed things. Now I can hear it raining outside. I don't know if you can hear it raining or not. Alright, I think the boat should be darker at the front. Just add a little more darkness to it. A little more in the shadows, I guess. There's some more dark things up here. There's like some tubes and stuff up here. They carry things, I guess. They're not defined. They're just there. I guess they are defined in a way. Let me use a slightly bigger brush. This one's good, I guess. That one's good. Slightly bigger just to get more area. Keep some of that light right there. All right, now let's get some a little bit of color. A little bit of the red. There's some, maybe these are life preservers or something. Flotation devices over here. They're just on the side of the boat. And then what I want to do is a very washed out blue. If I can get one. Very washed out. Very unsaturated. I want to put it right here. I want to make the front of this in the shadow. So the side is more lit than the front. You tell what I'm doing? Get that more shadow. Can even move the water through some of the color some of the dark that's already laid down there. Just get that shadow right there. So the front of the boat looks like it's more in the shade and the sun is coming from the side. Same thing over here with this device here, whatever this is. Give it a little shadow. There. Alright, we're almost done, I think. But I do feel like the water could be better. The water could be darker. Where the reflection of the boat is. Do you remember the song? Do you remember John Denver? There's the song Calypso he wrote about the Jacques Cousteau's boat. This is a very powerful song too. I don't know John Denver very well. I didn't really study him, but I liked some of his music. Alright, let's just get this boat reflected in the water here. A little bit more definition here with this white line. Because the white line should be skinnier, I think. There we go. I, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, or something like that. I got the John Denver song in my head now. Alright, now I think I can use a small brush, but slightly bigger than that one. And just finish some of these dark areas for this boat. Get the reflection of the boat in there. A lot of things up on the deck of this ship that are probably just shapes that, when it comes to the painter part of this, just as an artist, you don't really need to know everything, as I mentioned already. There we go. Let's spread it out a little bit more. Alright, there's our ship. I think it's done. Let me spread the color on the back of the card. Let's look over this brush. Alright, here it is. There's our ship. Our fishing ship. I'm going to let it dry and I'll be right back. Alright, I think it's dry. And fold it into a card. And we have a nice card to send to somebody who loves the sea, who loves fishing, and maybe who has been on a boat like this. And I don't know who would get this one. But anyway, I like the way it looks. Alright, thank you for watching. The Sea Fever poem. I didn't read the whole thing. I'll do it another time. Alright, see you later. Bye.